on this episode of the VR-4.
Mitsu gang?
Alright guys, so I'm at Randy's house. Basically we're having issues with my thermostat, or the reason why it was overheating. Got the thermostat right there. Got some discoloration in there. It's not looking good. We're flushing it out right now through the radiator. We already put some water in there. Flushing everything out. It was this nasty rust color, but hopefully we'll be able to flush everything out. We're gonna push it back in the car. Push it back in the garage in a minute. Put the new thermostat in. More shit with the VR-4. This nozzle right here, coming straight from the radiator reservoir. Trying to figure out why it's blowing out so much. That noise is coming from up here. You think it's a exhaust somehow. We're trying to do some troubleshooting and seeing if we can figure it out. Got my temps. Temps are looking fine right now. It says low on oil though, but it's not getting too hot. So just gonna check that shit out and see what we can do to be able to make it work. All right, what's going on, guys? So I just left Randy's house. Basically, we were getting everything ready for me to be able to drive the VR-4 tomorrow for work, but unfortunately, it's been having some overheating issues ever since we stopped. We completed the front and rear suspension on the VR-4. We took everything apart thinking that, okay, immediately it's a thermostat. I changed, if you go on my earlier videos, I changed the thermostat less than a year ago. And did a flush on it and everything. As well, I did a flush on it before we went. I was gonna go to Leavenworth, and just for some reason, just been having this overheating issue. We rerouted some hoses and everything for the overflow. Rechecked the thermostat. Checked some of the hoses, make sure all of them were fine. There was steam coming out some spots that we had to tighten some more bolts down. We did that as well. Took out the thermostat because in Washington, you know, I have to really run your thermostat because it gets too cold. So we took that out to think if it still gets hot, then we don't have to worry about the water pump or whatnot. And just going down the list of lowest common denominators. So we took out the thermostat. It continued to get hot, and it's not even routing through the overflow where the steam was coming out before in the earlier clip. So now we're just at a loss of words. It's kind of late, so we're just trying to we were trying to rub our heads together and decided we're just gonna get some sleep and sleep on it and wake up the next day to see what the case may be. I already have planned to put a new radiator and new hoses for the car. So he was also saying it may be the radiator with all the stuff on the bottom of it not being able to fully go through and cycle through the car. That could be a problem as well. So it sucks I won't be able to drive the car tomorrow, but again, these are kind of issues that you have along the way, but I want to be able to do it correctly rather than rush it and then break something along the way. So what I'm going to do is purchase the radiator with the hose. I have some other parts on their way already, so I'll just purchase the radiator and hose and wait for it to get here. It should get here within 2 to 3 business days, so probably Wednesday or Thursday of next week. So tune in for that, guys. We're getting very close. It sounds way better. Oh, as well, Randy forgot to put in the MAP sensor to the air filter, or the reason why the car was sounding so terrible. So next time the car sounds real shitty or doesn't sound right, check the MAP sensor because that could be the issue. What's going on? So I'm back at Randy's house and I'm gonna get ready to hook up the rear view camera for the VR-4. We're still having some issues with the overheating. I'm still waiting for some parts to get in from shipping, and once those parts get in, we'll knock all that overheating issue out of the way, and I'll be able to romp this car up and down the street as many times as I want to without any overheating issues. So let's get started on putting this rear view camera in the car.
Basically, I gotta figure out how to get these wires into the car safely. Yeah, I'd probably have to drill somewhere. Yeah, basically. So that's my next thing. That's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so I decided I'm gonna reroute the camera and put it up here because I'll have less slack and I can just wrap it around there and figure out how to just put it in here somehow. I've got to take this middle part out, but it looks fine right here. It's waterproof, so I don't have to worry about water getting on it. So now I'm trying to figure out how to route this wire in here. Not the correct way, but just a way for me to be able to run everything and still have power. So I'm gonna try to figure that out, and then once I figure it out, I'll put everything back together and have you see what it looks like after. Alright, so I have the wires routed, and remember this terminal thing, transistor for the water pump. I was thinking about we could just plug right into where the that is, so we can get our power straight from here, and then all I would have to do is route the video wire all the way to the front and connect to the reverse light or the reversed switch or whatever it is coming from the deck. So I'm going to do that, and hopefully everything will just work and come together. Alright guys, so it's later on, a day later, since I was working on the rear view mirror in the back, and now I just traced this wire that's in the back, from the back of the trunk all the way up to the front where the console is, and I'm going to take this part out. I have to take it out to get to the wires to plug this into the backup or the reverse for the from the back of the deck. So I'm going to take the deck out, and then I'm going to show you guys where the wire is. So I routed the black cord in here for the video camera, and the power cord going into the backup reverse wire going from the deck. Now I probably have to find a better way to do this, but I just want to route it right now. I'm not going to put it all back together until everything is put back together. I have to get the female reverse switch because none of my stuff is working. I have to get all that stuff brand new. Once I get all that stuff brand new, I'm probably gonna get it on eBay, because they said no O'Reilly's or AutoZone didn't have the part, so I have to go to the pick and pull. But the problem with the pick and pull is the only one that's close to what that has my year, make, and model car is only open during the weekdays, and I work during all those hours. So our other alternative is to get it on Amazon or eBay, and only thing we would just have to wait for about a day or two, probably this weekend, to be able to do it. That's the only problem. Amazon a little bit faster, and we might be able to get it in tomorrow or the next day, but eBay, worst case scenario, that takes a couple days. So I'll keep this sitting right here. That back there, all we have to do is splice into the reverse light switch that's back there. Once we know that we get the part in, and we plug the part in and get that working, and we make sure that my actual reverse lights are working, then we can finish that. So, but on the lighter note, I have some packages that I want you guys to see. I'm gonna find my handy knife. Where's my knife at? Alright, so here are the packages. We'll just get started with opening it. Okay. This already, okay. This is, uh-oh, there's purple in there. NRG. Okay. Some of you guys might know what that is. All right. Let's see. Oh, it's another NRG. Let's see what it is, guys. Waiting forever for this to come. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh, buddy. Eston. Panaz, look. Jeez, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'll be able to put my Mitsubishi logo in the middle where the old one is. I even got the hub to go with it. This looks badass. It's all enclosed. Look at all these, and we got stickers. NRG, baby. Look at that, guys. Look at that. Eston, man. Dad, we got some more stuff we got in here, some extra stuff. Nice. I am going to love putting this in and installing this. It's gonna look so good with the interior of the car. There you go. But I love the car. I didn't realize it was gonna be like this. Like, I love it. I love it. This is everything that I dreamed it would be. And we got some stickers to put everywhere. I'm feeling it, guys. Tell me what you guys think, if you guys like the new steering wheel that I got. Because I love it. And the new hub that goes with it. Got the hub and the steering wheel. Now look at this. Now let's go look at what I got on right now. This ugly old, look at this, like red and black. Some of this stuff is coming off. It's getting all, you know, it's had its years. But now I'll be able to have a purple steering wheel with the purple hub. Quick release at that. So I can just take off the steering wheel, put it everywhere, take it with me. Just, you know, someone won't steal the car, whatever it may be, whatever I want to do. I'll be able to have a purple steering wheel to go with the rest of the car. I can take this center cap. This is what I was talking about, the Rally Art Mitsubishi Motorsports. I can put that in that one. And I'll have all 5, or how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll have all 6 screws in here, and everything will be looking good with the purple. I'm just excited. I'm so excited. Thank you. Panaz, man, we're coming a long way. I'm coming to see you soon. You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it very well. So, for this switch, we got the part, but I got some connectors on Amazon, and they definitely were not the right ones. So, to end this video off, I'm gonna have to wait a couple more days for this connector to come. Once those connectors come, we're gonna just put that in there, the male and the female, and then have the wires to connect into. Then we can do the reverse backup camera, and then that'll be that. But for now, that's what I'm worried about.
Tune in next time on the VR-4.